What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Love and Marriage DC. This season 1, episode 5. Did I do that? You did. You did. Okay. I don't even know what it's concerning, but I'm just saying, girl. I said last week, get Monique and Chris off the show. Oh my God, was I harsh or whatever? I don't know. I'm trying. Y'all. But see, this is the reason why y'all watch me, because I'm not giving sugar coated ass reviews or whatever. Just because I like somebody, I can still say, bitch, you gotta go. Okay? Because at this point, I'm still looking at Chris and Monique, and they continuing this whole situation that happened last week. Her being in her feelings about him not coming around, to her understanding the way that she wants him to, as quick as she wants him to. And, we've been going through this for the past 10 years, and, I just want you to be more romantic, and I just want you to do this. And you got the producers and everybody breaking the fourth wall, trying to play therapist to them, both of them, And I'm just sitting here looking at them like, girl, I don't give a damn. Okay, because it's just like, why are we dragging this out? I go on a trip. I'm going on a trip with my family. I'm going on a trip. I'm going to have fun. Okay, I'm going there to relax. I'm not going there. How did you know that Chris had it up in his mind to go on this trip to have a spiritual awakening, have a awakening in his marriage, or to change who he is as a person? I don't know what Monique is wanting at this point, and I feel as though she wants him to change, probably be more attentive, be more romantic, be more this, be more that, be more open, be less guarded. I get that. But it's like, maybe you need to change your approach. If it's been happening and you've been bringing this up for the past few years or whatever, and nothing's changing, maybe change your approach to it. Because I feel as though, Chris do hear what she's saying, but he probably tuned that bitch out. And I don't mean to call her no bitch. Y'all know that's just how I talk. Okay? He just tuned her out, because I am the same way. You keep nagging me and nagging me and nagging me, and I try. Eventually, I'm just going to tune you out. And that's why I feel like it's happening. Then she want to pour on the waterworks and try to cry. I said, what is going on? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. They bored me to tears, because I just don't feel it. I don't feel it. I be looking at their scenes like, what? And then we get this whole scene with, Monique meeting up with Winter. Okay? Winter girl. I don't know. Coldest winter ever, bitch. Girl, you are not her. You are not her. Something about her is weird as fuck. Okay? Something about her is weird and inauthentic as well. And I mean, I like her for the little drama that she bring. But, mama is the reason why, listen, you can't call everybody your friend, and you cannot just tell your business to any and everybody. Because the way she sat there with Monique and told her, well, them girls basically came for my ass. Them girls basically came for my ass. And I'm sitting here like, what? I mean, Ashley didn't really do nothing more than what she did at the dinner table when she was in front of Monique. And then y'all cleared that up. And she really didn't come for you like that. She was just being direct. You don't like directness? You want people to sugarcoat it and then talk behind your back? I would rather you tell me to my face how you feel about a situation than to let me hear it on the street that you was acting one way in my face, and then you was talking shit behind my back. Ashley been 100, if you ask me. Whatever she said behind her back, she said that shit to her face. Yeah, I'm tired of talking about goddamn Kevin. You stupid as hell for what you got yourself into. And then she was like, well, you talking about my relationship, and you talking about, well, you got the situation going on with Fun Size. I said, now see, we can't even talk about your man because you ain't got one. Your man a scammer, okay? Your man a scammer. Your man a fraudulent, all right? That's what he is. Okay, they got to probably, both of them, Raina and, DJ Quick probably got a little cheating underneath their belt. Jamie and them, they probably got a little cheating underneath their belt. But guess what? They marriage still together. They still was able to work that shit out. At least the IRS and bankruptcy and lawsuits and shit like that, businesses ain't coming after their asses talking about some they fraud, and they facing jail time probably. Because that's what it seemed like with Lil Kevin. Okay? And then your ass wrapped up in it while you up here trying to come for their relationship. Ain't none of y'all relationships perfect. Monique up here stretching her shit out. You up here with your little fraud of a man. Okay. DJ Quick can't keep on keep goddamn working and can't stay up in the house. Arena and Jamie got their little issues or whatever. He possibly doing some shit. She possibly doing some shit. Everybody got their stuff. And yet you sit here just ragging on them. You know, and Arena talking about some. No, she was like, and I don't want your man. Okay, what I want with little fun size. First of all, he don't meet the height requirement. And then Jamie falling asleep up at the wheel or whatever. This is DC. It's small. Everybody knows. And then trying to imply that everybody knows that there's rumors about DJ Quick out there. And Monique was like, girl, I ain't hear nothing out there in the streets. What you talking about? That's because you don't be out there in the streets like that. I said, what you doing up in the streets? Oh, okay. Okay. You know, I was just like, you know what, Winter? You can stay on the show because you messy as fuck. But at the same time, girl, I'm gonna have to call you. I'm gonna have to pull your cards, okay? I'm gonna have to pull your card. I mean, you bringing the drama that the show needs, okay? The messy drama, you know. But and then try to act like, hey, she ain't did shit, like you innocent in all this. Girl, she said she don't know about Raina. She said, listen, I think Mama's trying to play both sides, girl. Okay, first you're trying to say you don't want to hear no more about Kevin and all this situation, but then you bring the shit up or whatever, and then you're talking about it's the situation between me and Ashley Good and all this shit. Like, girl, what are you doing? You trying to play both sides of the fence? I don't see it that way, but okay. I said, what else you got up in that arsenal, Miss Winter? Girl, we gonna have to take the Clippers and shade the other side because you doing a lot. But you bringing it. I'll give you that. Meanwhile, you got Jamie going over there to Brittany house, his oldest daughter, to put together a bookshelf. But really what she wants him over there for is to talk to him about what happened with Jason. And she was like, and I'm so glad that she did that. Because she had to tell him, I don't feel like you was listening to what he was saying. You didn't get the message, and the message is he's trying to be his own man. And he was like, you know, I know my kids are adults, but they not grown. They still kids. I'm not. No, they're grown. They're grown. And I know because of his disability, you probably still look at him like a little boy that you have to take care of and all that. But at one point, you have to let your little boy be a man. You have to let your little boy be an adult, and you have to listen to him, and you have to understand whatever it is that you had in mind for him, he has his own mind, and he wants to do his own thing. It may not coincide and be the same as what you have. You need to learn to listen to him just like you need to learn to listen to all of your kids and your wife. And so it's going to take a minute, but I feel like Jamie going to get it. He going to get it. So, you know, Jamie and Arena and the family went to one of Jason's game days, okay, that he does at the School of the Blind with his friends, and they were playing some type of game where basically you can't see. You have to be masked up, and they was laying on the floor, and it's almost like soccer but blind, but you're throwing soccer mixed with kickball and all that. It was fun. Listen, let me tell you something. It reminded me of game day, like when we had game day in gym and day camp. Okay, like you just had the whole day, you just playing all these games. Dodgeball, that's what it reminded me of too. Okay, but it had a bell on the ball so that you can hear where the ball is coming from, and you got to try to block it, make goals and stuff like that. And now they truly get to feel what it feels like for Jason to be living his life as a blind person. They get a little taste of it, not truly what it feels like, but they get a taste of what he has to go through. And they see that, you know, for them it was a little bit difficult. This is something that he had to adjust to for the rest of his life, you know. And I like the fact that Jamie actually sat down with him and, you know, tried to tell him that, yes, I heard what you were saying. I heard what you were saying, especially after what Brittany told him. I heard what you were saying. I get it, you know, and if it feels like I'm being hard on you, it's just because I want you to be successful. You know, you're my child, and I just want you to be successful. And then, you know, Raina finally got the letter of acceptance that Jason was looking forward to get into that Doris program, and he was accepted. He was happy about that because now this is going to give him a lot more independence and let him be able to work and get out the house. He said, hopefully I can get some friends, probably get a girl, do this. Because listen, I love my families, but baby, it's time to fucking go. I said, I know that's right, Jason. Jason ready. I like Jason. Meanwhile, we having this little event that, what's her name? Ashley throwing for her little podcast, Fun Moms, okay? basically it's at like the selfie museum, and all these, some of the listeners are coming. If you mothers or whatever, this is just a way for y'all to get out, have a little drinky drink, don't have to worry about the kids, just let loose, have a little bit of fun. Now, of course the girls get there. Raina shows up, Monique shows up, and that's cool, right? Ashley get up there. They first of all they taking their little selfies, and then Ashley get up there and she give her little speech or whatever, and she basically said, "I'm not everybody cup of tea, cause I'm a cup of vodka." I said, "Bitch, me too." That's my drink of choice. But then I was looking at the event and I said, "Where all the is it because of the pandemic?" This all the listeners that came out from your podcast. All right, because it was a little sparse. I ain't gonna say it was bald headed, because you listen. When I think of an event, I don't want to be able to see everybody individual faces. That's how many people was there. You could literally see everybody individual faces. Okay, I want it to be packed enough, not packed, but enough so that I could be like, "Oh, who that is behind you?" But I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna just chalk it up to the. I'm just chalk it up to whatever, So I gotta stop. That probably wasn't even necessary. I don't give a fuck, okay? But now, after that little speech or whatever, everybody having a little fun or whatever. So, the girls, they go to the side. They get to talking about how everything's been since Monique has gone. And Monique says, "Sis, what's been happening?" Because, listen, I met her with Winter, and Winter basically told me that y'all asses ambushed her. And I said, "Huh?" That's what she said. And I was like, "Wait a minute." And they was like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" She talking about the whole little luncheon that they had. And she was like, they came at me about, Kevin, and all they talk about is Kevin. All you talk about is Kevin, and that's all I know about you is this, and blah, 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 blah. And they was like, hold up, because that's not what happened. You started this off. We didn't even start this off and come at you, because this was your lunch. This was your get together. And I said, "See, this is what I'm saying about Winter. Something about that girl ain't right, and she messy as hell." And then she did all of that and showed up to Ashley's event. Okay, I said, "Now you sat there and you told your conversation that you had with Arena, at least parts of it, to your liking, to Monique. As if Monique wasn't going to take that shit back and tell the girls, because those are Monique girls, And Monique had made it known that she was like, your friends." I said, "Oh, technically that is true, because they are Monique's friends. They're not Winter friends." But it was just the way that she said it. And I said, "Oh, Winter up here being messy." And I said, "Monique, you being a little bit messy, but then also you having your girls back, because, bitch, I want to understand what's going on. I want my people to get along, but if y'all can't get along, I just want to know which boundaries I can cross with this." But Miss Winter was stretching the truth, trying to make it seem like everybody was coming for her, whatever, and that was not the case. And Ashley had to say, "The bitch called me aggressive." I said, "Well, you owned that. You took it with stride. I guess you was just trying to, well, bitch, since you called me that, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna use it." I guess it was one of those, because I said that ain't cute, And I was just sitting there like, "Oh, Miss Winter, dear." When I seen her walk up in there, and then when they had said the shit about DJ Quick, and he was like, "There'd be rumors out there that he possibly cheated and all this stuff." She was like, "Wait a minute, what? Hold up." Now, see, what we learn when we look at all of these reality shows: don't talk about another person, man. Okay? Don't talk about another person, man, because that's one step that you don't cross, Don't talk about the family, and don't talk about the mans, okay? And see, at this point, Winter, the way that Monique relayed the situation to the girls, it was almost as if Winter was telling it to her, as if Winter had told this stuff to the girls to their face. And that's how they was receiving it. And they was like, "No, bitch, she ain't never tell me shit like this, and we ain't tell her nothing like that, so what is she talking about?" And then here come Winter, just looking like, I said, "So you gonna show up knowing that you caused some mess at this great event?" The gall, the bonus. Baby. So when Winter get up there, she was like, "Hey guys, how are what are you just talking about? That was like, girl, we was just talking about your ass, okay? And Ashley wanted to get right down to what was going on. So you heard me tell you something about my husband was cheating or whatever. She was like, girl, I said we heard rumors, this is what I told Monique. Now, see, what was getting crossed up between Ashley and Winter is at the lunch, Ashley did say, there possibly was, it could have been some things that was going on in their relationship, and, whatever he did, I did back. You know what I'm saying? That's what she said. But then when Winter was talking to Monique, Winter said, well, ain't nobody saying nothing about the rumors that, about everybody know all about the rumors about your man, about DJ Quick out there in the streets or whatever. And so it kind of got crossed. So, of course, that's why Ashley really got pissed off, because the way Ashley interpreted, I don't know if, because I don't feel like going back to watch it. It was just a lot. Whether Monique kind of related as if, because Monique was getting different information as well. So, everybody is relaying the information fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because it was not said that way. She just said, she didn't say that it was facts that your man is out there cheating. She said it's rumors out there that she's heard. And she did not tell that to Ashley at the table. Ashley did say, there were some things that probably went down in their relationship, and it was a tit for tat type of situation. That's what went down. So they going back and forth about this, back and forth, and Raina screaming, trying to get them to calm down and be quiet and all this shit. And at the end of the day, like I said, don't speak on people's husband. That's what they trying to get to. Don't speak on nobody's husband. And it was like, you speaking on my man and all this stuff, but you was speaking on this. Listen, we wasn't speaking on shit that you brought up. You the one that brought up Kevin. We don't know anything else about you besides the fact that your man is a scammer or whatever. That's all it is, okay? You did know your man and all this stuff. And then when Ashley said, well, I don't know any information about neither one of your husbands, and I took that as, I'm not here talking about rumors about your man, because I don't know any information about your husbands. Okay, I didn't take it as her trying to be rude. And I know some of y'all don't like Ashley, but I like her direct approach. Okay, because at the end of the day, just tell me how you feel. Don't sugarcoat that shit. Don't be fake with me. If you feel like I'm out of line, tell me that. If you feel like, I'm full of shit, tell me that. If that's your impression, bitch, tell me that. Don't say that shit behind my back. Tell it to my face. And that's exactly what Ashley is doing. And Winter can't take that shit, okay? Winter getting caught up in some of the stuff that she said, And also, she's getting caught up in the way that she's retelling the actual dinner, because Ashley said, or I should say the lunch, because Ashley said, as soon as I said, y'all, you the one that called me aggressive right off the goddamn bat. Like, so what are you talking about? It was an ambush. I said, no, it wasn't an ambush. It was not an ambush, okay? And Ashley kept on saying, well, I mean, is your man not a scammer? Is your man not a scammer? Okay? What is it? And at the end of the day, y'all all got stuff on all of y'all got shit on y'all, okay? But yet y'all trying to call each other out on what each other's husband has done. None of y'all are squeaky clean, okay? And it's just like, own the shit. Own the shit. But then at the end of the day, here come freaking Winter talking about what in the ghetto mess is this? I said, hold on. Now, see, when she said that shit, Winter, I was here for you. I was here for you being messy. Because that's what we need a little bit. We need just a slight bit, to wake it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Give us a little taste of drama or whatever. But when you go to calling another woman, especially a black woman who is successful, whatever, just because, you done pissed her off, you done raised her voice, or she's elevated her voice and, she's trying to correct you, or, she's trying to say her side of things and you want to call her ghetto. I've noticed the way that Winter speaks, and this has nothing to do with, because I know people who speak this way, but it feels as though Winter is putting on. This is why I say Winter comes off very weird and very fake to me, because I feel as though, because the cameras is on, she's trying to make sure she enunciates all of her words. She's trying to make it seem as if she's a little bit better, a little bit more classier, a little bit more etiquette driven than everybody else. I don't know if anybody else is getting that tease, but I've been getting that tease. And then it confirmed the pretentiousness in her when she said that ghetto comment. And I was like, what is ghetto about this? Just because they raised their voice? What is ghetto? Is she doing all of that? No. She calling you out for what you said, for what you tried to perceive a situation that really wasn't. Okay, you tried to make it seem worse than it was, and it was not. Y'all ended the shit. Y'all was on good grounds, and then you talking about Irena trying to be back and forth just because she brought up the situation with Ashley, and she was like, "What more do I need to talk about?" Just because she brought that up, don't mean that she was trying to be a flip flopper or going back and forth and rattling the fence. Straddling the fence and trying to be, playing but both sides or whatever. She just wanted to know if everything was cool. Not if y'all needed to talk, just because, like she said, it seemed like you were not cool with it. Like you still had some issues, and you did. Because even after that whole conversation in your confessional, you were still talking shit about the girl. You were still saying, ugh, about the girl. She's not your cup of tea. We can go back to the last episode and we can roll the tape, right? So what we getting upset at? And the way that she was just coming, I was just like, oh my God, out of all the people there, you the one that got the most shit. And then this what really got me was she talking about something. Oh, now you're trying to like victim shame. Because Ashley said, but you the one that was telling us that your man scammed you, or was a scammer, was a fraud, was living up in his mother's basement. And you the one that didn't know that this person was, allegedly living up in his mama basement and what he was about. She was like, oh, now you're victim shaming. I don't feel like that was victim shaming, and I feel offended for her saying that shit for all the other victims that truly were blind to what was going on. You literally put yourself in that situation. You literally got up on here talking about something you ain't know shit about that man. You ain't even know where he lived at, and you still married him. And you were supposed to be a relationship expert. You're a relationship expert, but yet you couldn't even see the signs clear as day what was going on in your relationship with this man, that you needed a little bit more time and you need to do a little bit more investigation. But yeah, you a victim. You ain't no willing participant, but you damn sure ain't no goddamn victim. Okay? You ain't no real victim, you know what I'm saying? You put yourself in that situation. And then throwing that out there like we supposed to feel some type of way that she felt some type. Girl, get out of here. And then Raina, Ashley, little friend, co-host Alicia came over there and she said, mind you, my name is Alicia. My name is Ashley. My little sister name is Alicia. Wow, bitch, I just put that two to two together. Anyway, she came over there. She was like, okay, listen, we got Q&A to do. So you can come on. And she was like, yeah, because I ain't got shit else to say to this bitch. I said, now hold on, Ashley. Because, she gonna feel some type of way that you said that. Oh my God, this ghetto bitch just called me a bitch. I was just like, you know what? I just don't understand why I went to show up. If you felt this way about this girl, why show up to her event? Was it on the contracts that you couldn't come? Because she threw you out. I didn't even want to come in the first place. Then you should have kept your ass home. That's what it is. And she said, listen, I was talking to my friend because Monique was my friend. I said, okay. But you still was wrong in your talk. Oh, it was a mess. I said, we can't act right. We cannot get a scene where people just come together and just act fucking right. You gonna do this at the girl event? Well, Ashley, you did this at your event too? Because, girl, you got to take some blame too. Okay? Because y'all got that shit started. So, girl, Ashley, you did do a lot. Now, let me just say this. Okay? It is not cool to call a person ghetto. It is not cool to call them. Let me stop, because I call Stormy ghetto because, Stormy was about to fight. What's up? So maybe I need to take my own advice, what I'm about to say, because I know somebody probably going to try to clock me. But in this sense, it was just the way that she said it, because I wasn't trying to look down on Stormy, because I'm a little ghetto too when it comes down to it. No, I'm hood ghetto. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But it was just the way that she said it as an insult, with that pretend. Did y'all notice how she changed her voice in that confessional when she was like, I thought I was coming down here to have a good time, not come up in here with no, kitty selfie stations and some shit like that. I said, oh my God, I'm so pretentious. That voice went away. And the real one came through. Oh, I be clocking shit. But it was just the way that she said it and the tone that she said it that was trying to be an insult. She said it as an insult, and then she said, I don't have time for this ratchet shit, for ratchetness or whatever. And I'm like, what is ratchet about her event? You know, and I guess somebody probably gonna say, well, Ashley was being ratchet. Let me tell you something. I can say this, okay? At the end of the day, Winter, you was a lot. All right? You got to remember the shit that you said, okay? Monique, bitch, I'm so glad you took responsibility because, girl, this your fault. Because you ain't have to come back and tell them shit. You ain't have to come back and tell them shit. But see, them your homegirl, so that's why you did. And then if you gonna relay the message because you was trying to look out for your homegirl against your other home. See, this is why it be messy. Okay? This is why people be like, you know, you gotta choose sides because, you know, you're gonna get into the mess. This is how people don't know how to stay neutral, because whatever was said between Monique and Miss Winter should have just stayed between them. That's what happened. All right. In all fairness, whatever was said between Monique and Winter should have stayed between Monique and Winter. Whatever was said was between Arena, Ashley, and Monique should have stayed between them three. Okay, that's what it should have been. But of course, we not gonna do that. And then here come Monique, because she want everybody to be cool and on the same footing. She come back and giving all twisted information. So she, like she said, I'm up here trying to fix a situation that really wasn't broken. I said, exactly. You really was. And I said, you know what? I'm so glad you caught yourself and that we all called it out, and you called it out before we could, that you started this shit. You twisted it a little bit. Winter come up here. She getting stumbled over her shit. She trying to fix the stuff, which caused Ashley to get fucking pissed off because she stumbling and trying to remember. I said, everybody stumbling and twisting and all this shit. I said, what are we doing, a jerk? The twist went out back in the 50s. Okay, what's happening? I know we older, but shit. Okay, now let me get on you for a second, Ashley. I don't give a damn if a person is coming at you, if somebody is giving you misinformation, somebody's talking stuff about you, and I know everything that I said previously. I understand that, and I stand by it. But we also have to remember, you throwing an event, you got a reputation, and you got other people that's in there. You don't let yourself get out of fucking character like that. You don't let yourself get rowdy like that. You don't let yourself get so loud like that you look like you potentially about to fight a person, so that a person could fucking call you ghetto and ratchet as an insult because you were offended. You don't let somebody push your button at your event like that when it is about your reputation, your business reputation, your professional reputation. When you got people that are fans of yours, supporters of yours, looking and there to support you, and then they get this other side of you that they were not expecting, because I'm pretty sure they could hear what was going on. You don't let nobody get you out your character at your own goddamn event. When shit started getting heated and you felt yourself getting heated, you should have walked away. That is the correct way to do it. You should have walked away. And it is your event. You could have told her to leave a long time ago. If you wasn't liking what you was hearing and you felt like she was there to start some mess, or she was keeping up mess, you could have told her to leave, or you could have walked away. You didn't have to partake in this back and forth and get loud and all this shit. You know, it didn't have to go there because it didn't look right on you. Like, I'm fair. I'm fair. I can not fuck with a person and I can like a person, but I can call you out when you're wrong. And everybody in that situation was wrong the way that they handled that. Monique, just shut the fuck up. You try to fix whatever was going on with your relationship before you try to fix what's going on in the so-called friendship that you really don't get with these girls, okay? That's what I need you to do. That's all. Irena and Jamie, don't fall into that Monique and Chris situation type of mode that y'all that they got me in. Okay, Monique good with everybody else, but when it comes to her and Chris together, I can do without. Okay, now see, y'all went to go see y'all little property because y'all do little real estate, flipping houses and all this stuff. Let me just tell you something. That house that y'all was looking at, burn it. Okay, just burn that bitch. Get a bulldozer and just pummel it and go about your day. Okay, because it's gonna cost a little bit. It's gonna take so much more to rehab that shit, and it probably still gonna be, it looks so infested. Okay, I wouldn't want to fix that shit up and give it to nobody. Oh my God, I wouldn't even want to step foot up in that. You know, when they was trying to walk up on them steps, I said, oh my God, be careful, cause what if that shit break? You know, but and then when he said, oh my God, do it look like doodle on the floor? I said, get the fuck out. See, shit like that. First of all, if the grass ain't cut, and I got it, and ain't no sidewalk to walk on, and I gotta walk in the grass, baby, that would have been enough for me. I'm not doing it. I don't even walk in the grass out here in front of my house, okay? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because ain't no telling what's in that I'm stepping on, and then you going into that house. I said no. Ain't nobody trying to get that house, okay? First of all, I said, where y'all at? Where y'all at? It look like a whole bunch of abandoned houses right there. I understand because it's a whole bunch in Chicago, but hey, it is what it is. But girl had it looking like y'all was in one of the houses that they be putting the dead bodies in on the Wire. If you ain't ever looked at the Wire, oh my gosh, you need to go watch that shit. It's on HBO Max. Best show. Best show. Okay, but after that whole happened, because they met with the people trying to see if they gonna flip their business partner or whatever, what they gonna do with the house. Girl, they get outside and they get into this little argument. Arena is in her feelings because Jamie, the night before, after she left Ashley event, she went to the club. She was coming out there. She told Jamie, I'm finna pull up, be outside in 5 minutes. He come out there yelling at her, according to her, you know, and it embarrassed her to the point that, you know, she was trying to pull up and she pulled off, and I got my heels on, and you did this, and you know, you made me miss my friend's birthday party too, and we was planning it for 2 weeks. And he was like, hold up, first of all, you can say them goddamn tears. Now see, when Jamie did that, I said Jamie is me in that moment, because I would have been like, now bitch, what the fuck you crying for? And how the hell is I'm making you miss your friend's birthday party because I had a little drink in my hand and you felt like I give? Okay, I give you that. But what about that made me miss your friend's birthday party? You double booked. If you was planning this for 2 weeks, you should have came to your actual friend's birthday party first. Cause Ashley told me and told us that y'all ain't friends yet. So I would have took my friend, the one that actually claims me as a friend. I would have went to her birthday that you claimed that we was working on for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Planning for 2 weeks. I said, you know what? I tuned out after that. They cool, but I need y'all to stop playing on this show. Stop playing on this show. I might do a video about how obviously and ridiculously fake a lot of reality shows have become. I ain't talking about this one, but I was looking at another show. I will get on that. I'm gonna do that. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. I'll see y'all later. Peace.